What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 video. Alright guys, new content from Prydwen. Shout out to my boys and girls who are on this, making it much easier for our lives. Patch 1.1 overview and guide. Should you pull Melania? Should you pull Diggers? And should you pull Pickles? So let's go and dive into this and see what they have to say. All the current data in this guide is based on the CN version of events and will be updated as soon as the patch is live on global servers, just so you guys are aware. Special thanks to Liriell, who worked tirelessly on this guide. So let's go and look what they put together here and what it's all about. So event durations, after the version update on November 9th to December 4th, event shop exchange times after the version update November 9th to December 7th, and then event description we already talked about. Unlock conditions, events will be available after the main story chapter 1 in our time is cleared. So main event, guys. The main event consists of 16 stages, of which stages 3, 6, 15, and 16 are pure plots. No stamina involved, while the remaining ones are combat levels. The story difficulty can be passed with characters at Insight 1, level 30. Meanwhile, Arduous difficulty recommends a minimum level of I2 to level 20 to fully clear it. And finally, Crisis will be I2 to level 40. So all very much doable in just a couple of days anyways to get yourself to this point in the game. By clearing all main story stages, the player can obtain a total of 1,300 clear drops. So not bad, not bad. This event highly favors beast, plant, as well as mental damage characters, being a good moment for them to shine. If you don't have teams with any of these options built, don't worry, the event gives plenty of resources to help boost characters, and it is regardless easy enough to still doable to clear with non-ideal comps. Storage stages can be found below. So you guys can see here the activity is 12, and then eventually you get to 15 and 20 depending on the surprise and arduous. And then right here, surprise, and again, and so it goes up to 20. So it is pretty stamina intensive. So here you get 60 clear drops, 250 puppy coins, 250 puppy coins. So that seems to be the currency that you'll be getting in terms of the shop itself, right? Now, Crisis mode is unlocked after clearing stage 16 of the story mode. It costs no activity to play, nor it awards any puppy coins. However, the first clear of each stage rewards the player with 60 clear drops. It is the equivalent of hard mode on main story chapters, with each stage having specific environments of its own that can give advantage and disadvantage to enemies and allies alike. So those are the special challenges, right? We get those all the time. All right, so these are the stages here. You guys can check them all out. I'm not going to go through them all, but Crisis ones, once we get there, you guys know how to prepare for it and what to do. So Plant and Beast mental damage are going to be your best friends for this event. Event Shop. Okay, so the event shop or souvenir shop is where players can exchange puppy coins for assorted rewards. The available items include the new exclusive 6-star Psycube Luxurious Leisure. Only can be bought with this Psycube becomes a permanent addition to the fragment shop at patch 1.4, which is going to be a hell of a long time. Unilogs, advanced insight materials, certain pieces of the new wilderness pack where fog remains. This is a cool looking one that looks like London, as well as other materials, dust, and sharpantity, right? So the shop requires 67,635 puppy coins to be cleared without buying the wilderness set packs, and total of 80,535 puppy coins wilderness to set everything aside, okay? The first clear of all stages rewards you total cost of 284 activity, rewards only 6,610 puppy coins. With the rewards from stamp collections included, the total amount is 14,000. Once everything has been cleared for the first time, if the player wishes to buy everything from the shop, it's recommended to farm TRC 14 arduous difficulty minus 20 per run, gives you 300 puppy coins. It takes 3,392 activity to gain enough currency to get them all except for the wilderness pieces, and 4,252 if the wilderness pieces are included. The number may be a bit tight for FTP players, but it's still doable if the player manages the bonus candies gifted through the event and through weekly. So guys, that's a lot of stamina. Okay, spending tips. The tips below are what you want to do. Highest priority, the 6-star Luxurious Leisure Psycube. Get that first. The high materials are also called Fruit of Good and Evil, Murmur of Insanity, and Plutonium Ouija. Even if they aren't going to be used them right away, they're very difficult to farm and craft, so it's good to have them saved up. High priority, so this is the highest. The high priority are Sonorious Kernel, Brief Cacophony, Solidus, Wilderness Pieces. You guys know this already. These are all difficult to come along, and the Wilderness Pieces are in this tier due to its exclusivity, but you can skip them if you aren't into that. I suggest you do go for them personally. Medium priority, Unilogs, Holy Silver, etc. Right? So all of this is just material outside of the Unilog. So pretty easy stuff there. Side event content. So this is just the Thieves. This is a Thief of Thieves. You get yourself Clear Drops, Dust, Charbonty, Enlightened 2, Esoteric Bones, Milled Magnesia, Liquefied Terror, Prophetic Bird, and Salted Mandrake. So you guys can see that's all there. And then additional ones are also here for Pickles, right? So more things coming. There's a lot going on here, guys. And then a seasonal challenge will also occur from November 23rd to December 7th. If you clear the story mode chapter 3, you'll be able to unlock this and get yourself frames and skins and other things as well too, right? You guys can see here the exchangeable rewards that are available. And then we got yourselves Melania's banner, and then of course Pickles banner. We already talked about this, but should you pull for Melania? Let's go into that. Okay, not sure if pulling Melania is the right move. No worries. Check out a review and guide for her. Okay, so the new head of the fallen Ramirez family, Melania, is taking responsibilities at an early age. This is her bio. We'll let that go by. Should you pull? TLDR. Let's do this. Yes, honestly, in reverse 1999, it's hard to say no to this question when most characters excel in at least one function, especially when it comes down to the 6 stars. Melania is no different. So the question here is less about her worth in terms of pulling and more about what you need her, if you need her for your roster, or if you like the character. Melania has 2 main functions: suppressing the team enemy by stealing their Moxie, dealing tons of burst damage with ultimate spam. As of patch 1.4 on CN, she's still the only character with a specific utility and kit, the closest one being Black Dwarf at 1.3, who shares a similar combo of mental damage, build-up gameplay style, but is of the mineral affiliation and doesn't have a Moxie mechanic. So if this is something you're into, or requiring a character like that on your roster, then go for it. For another short and sweet summary, check out the pros and cons. You guys can see this here as well too. Let's go pros and cons. Great burst damage potential with her ultimate. Can be used simultaneously, suppress enemy by stealing their Moxie. Relatively versatile, can be built as a glass cannon or enjoy some self-sustainability. Can work on some dual comps and tailor for endgame content. Can be AP greedy. This is the one that people always complain about whenever I talked about her, so it's good to see that the cons are still there for that. Not new player friendly. She oftentimes requires some luck on the card cycling and planning ahead. Her damage potential takes a while to build up. Ultimate is the only source of her Thief Master passive that is essential to unlock the potential of her skills. Okay, there is some of the important side cubes that you guys can use, and then Resonance, Tens, Balance, and crit stuff. Okay. So listen, I know a lot of people are probably not going to summon for her because Pickles seems to be the more important of the two. So let's go to Pickles real quick. And should you summon for Pickles? Yes, with an exclamation point. Pickles' Clarify Topic ability allows him to simply stand still every other turn and gain significant benefits from it. He deals a decent amount of damage on his own, but with his ultimate ability, he provides 3 rounds of damage buffs for all allies, which can easily spam by essentially doing nothing every other turn. He fits into any team, and there are not many situations where he wouldn't benefit your actual team itself. So on my main account, I'm probably going to pull for Pickles. I think he's an incredible unit. The only con he has, the majority of his abilities depend on being on clarified topic state, so they won't be as effective without it. However, it's easy to obtain, so this shouldn't be an issue. He is very AP generous because he skips turns. He can dispel enemy stats and counters. Clarified Topic is incredibly easy to do because all you got to do is stack cards together, and Pickles is one of the most versatile characters in the game because of his insane buff, which is I think 30% damage increase for your unit. So super, super cool. Very excited to pull for Pickles. I probably will anyways because 1.2 might not be coming anytime soon, so we'll have time to save up anyways. And then lastly, Diggers. Should you pull? Maybe. If you do not have Corn Bloom or Baby Blue for their respective reality mental damage teams, then Diggers is a reasonable replacement to fill as a support for their team. His access to a wide variety of offensive and defensive debuffs make him a very versatile debuffer, especially for squishy carries such as Melania or Charlie, okay? So you guys can see here, pros can be used in both reality damage and mental damage teams. Due to his universal defense shred, has an array of defensive options in weakness, nightmare, and shield. Can be utilized in plant teams with Druvis and Satsuki to pull them through the first few rounds with shield so they can start their Petrify combo, right? The potency of his defense shred is lower compared to the ones like Corn Bloom or Baby Blue. His defense buffs are tied to a single target move with the exception of Terror, making him slightly harder to use defensive anchors in multi-target wave situations. So this one is probably going to be a skip for some folks, but I mean, if he's part of a banner, you might end up pulling him anyways, right? All right, guys. Thank you to Prydwen again. This is an incredible guide. I'll put the link in the description below, guys. Check it out. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.